Caitlin Clark. Remember the name? She's a basketball prodigy, a scoring machine her rookie season, legendary, fans, raving, endorsement deals rolling in. Caitlin Clark burst onto the scene with a flair and talent that left everyone in awe. Her ability to score from anywhere on the court, her vision, and her leadership made her an instant sensation. The buzz around her was palpable, and it wasn't just the fans who noticed. The media couldn't get enough of her, and her highlights were on every sports channel. She was the talk of the town, the new face of basketball. She even signed a lucrative deal with Nike. This was a monumental moment, not just for Caitlin, but for women's sports. Nike, known for its iconic endorsements, saw something special in her. They saw a future star, someone who could inspire the next generation of athletes. The deal was celebrated widely, with fans and analysts alike praising Nike's decision. It was a partnership that seemed destined for greatness. Everything pointed to one thing, a signature shoe, the Caitlin Clark shoe. But it never came. The anticipation was high. Fans eagerly awaited the announcement, speculating on designs and features. The idea of a Caitlin Clark shoe was more than just footwear, it was a symbol of her impact on the game. Yet, despite the buzz and the demand, the shoe never materialized. It left many wondering what went wrong. Nike, the giant of sportswear, seemed to have struck gold with Clark. They had a young, dynamic athlete who was making waves in the sports world. Her potential was limitless, and the partnership seemed like a match made in heaven. Nike's history of successful athlete endorsements made this collaboration even more promising. They had the resources, the expertise, and the platform to elevate Caitlin's brand to new heights. She was everything a brand could ask for, young, talented, and marketable. Caitlin's appeal went beyond her skills on the court. She had a charisma that drew people in, a relatability that made her a role model for many. Her story, her journey, and her personality made her a perfect ambassador for any brand. She represented the future, a new era of athletes who could transcend the sport and make a broader cultural impact. Her style resonated with fans. Her drive was undeniable. Caitlin played with a passion and intensity that was infectious. Every game, every play, she left it all on the court. Fans loved her for it. They saw in her a reflection of their own dreams and aspirations. Her journey from a promising young talent to a basketball superstar was something they could relate to and be inspired by. This was a slam dunk for Nike, or so everyone thought. The partnership had all the ingredients for success: a rising star, a leading sports brand, and a fan base hungry for more. But sometimes even the most promising ventures face unexpected challenges. The story of Caitlin Clark and Nike is a reminder that in the world of sports and business, nothing is ever guaranteed. The journey is full of twists and turns, and the outcome is often unpredictable. Yet through it all, Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise remains a testament to her talent, determination, and the impact she's had on the game. Nike had a reason. Of course, they had a reason. Production delays, they said. Supply chain issues, they claimed. The pandemic's fault, they insisted. But something didn't add up. These excuses felt hollow. Nike was a powerhouse. They'd faced these challenges before, and overcome them. For other athletes, athletes with less hype, athletes with less potential. So why was Caitlin Clark different? Why was her shoe benched? Think LeBron James, a young phenom. Even in high school, his talent was undeniable. He was a force on the court, dominating games with his sheer athleticism and skill. Scouts and fans alike were in awe of his potential. The buzz around him was electric, and it was clear that he was destined for greatness. Nike saw his potential. They signed him right out of high school. It was a bold move, but Nike had a knack for spotting future stars. They knew that LeBron was not just another player, he was a game changer. The decision to sign him was a testament to their vision and confidence in his abilities. His signature shoe, out in no time. The Nike LeBron one hit the shelves and was an instant hit. Fans couldn't get enough of it. The design, the technology, and the association with LeBron made it a must-have. It wasn't just a shoe, it was a statement. A statement that LeBron had arrived and was here to stay. A gamble? Sure. A success? Absolutely. LeBron's career took off, and so did his partnership with Nike. Every game, every highlight reel, every victory added to the legend. Fans cheered and the world watched as LeBron became one of the greatest players of all time. Nike's gamble had paid off in spades. Nike knew how to spot a star, and they knew how to capitalize. Their strategy was simple yet effective. Find the best, support them, and build a brand around them. It wasn't just about selling shoes, it was about creating icons. Icons that would inspire generations and leave a lasting legacy. Then there was Michael Jordan, another instant icon. From the moment he stepped onto the court, It was clear that he was something special. His talent, his drive, his charisma, everything about him screamed greatness. Nike saw it, and they knew they had to act fast. Nike built an empire around him. The Air Jordan line was more than just a series of shoes. It was a revolution. The marketing campaigns were groundbreaking, and the products were top-notch. Nike and Jordan together changed the game, setting new standards for what a sports brand could achieve. His shoes? A cultural phenomenon. The Air Jordans became a symbol of style, success, and aspiration. People lined up for hours just to get a pair. They weren't just buying shoes, they were buying a piece of the legend. The Air Jordan brand transcended basketball, becoming a global icon. The Air Jordan brand became synonymous with success, with ambition, with greatness. It wasn't just about the shoes, it was about what they represented. They were a testament to hard work, dedication, and the pursuit of excellence. Wearing Air Jordans was a way of saying, I believe in greatness. Nike knew how to make legends, but they also knew how to pick them. Their ability to identify and support talent was unparalleled. They didn't just back winners, they created them. And in doing so, they cemented their place as the premier sports brand in the world. From LeBron to Jordan, Nike's legacy is built on the backs of legends. The internet erupted, fans were furious, Twitter became a battleground. Hashtags like #JusticeForCaitlin and #NikeIsOverParty trended for days. The backlash was swift, it was brutal, and it was impossible to ignore. Social media had become a powerful force. Brands could no longer operate in a vacuum. Consumer opinion mattered, and right now the court of public opinion was not in Nike's favor. The question was, would they listen? This wasn't the first time Nike had faced this kind of scrutiny. Remember Allen Iverson, a cultural icon, a style rebel? He too had to fight for his signature shoe. Nike underestimated his appeal. They learned their lesson, eventually. Then there was Tim Duncan. The quiet superstar, the ultimate team player. He didn't fit the mold of the flashy athlete, but his talent? Undeniable. Nike, however, hesitated. They didn't fully commit, and they lost him to Adidas. Section 6. The race factor. Does color play a role in Nike's court? The elephant in the room, the uncomfortable truth, race. Could it be a factor? Was Caitlin Clark's race influencing Nike's decision? It's a question that lingered, a question that demanded an answer. Consider A'ja Wilson, another rising star, another Nike athlete. But unlike Clark, Wilson had a signature shoe. Was it talent alone that earned her this honor, or were there other forces at play? Section 7. Internal politics whispers from the Nike empire. Every empire has its secrets. Nike was no different. Rumors swirled, whispers of internal politics, of power struggles, of athletes vying for the spotlight. Was Caitlin Clark caught in the crossfire? Some speculated that other athletes felt threatened, that Clark's sudden rise upset the balance, that her popularity made others insecure. Whether true or not, these rumors painted a picture of a company divided. Section 8. The bottom line, money talks, but what is Nike saying? Ultimately, it came down to business, to profit margins, to market share. Nike, like any other major corporation, had to keep its eyes on the bottom line. Every decision, every endorsement, every campaign was meticulously calculated to ensure maximum return on investment. The stakes were high and the competition was fierce. Nike was a business after all, a global powerhouse with a brand that transcended sports. From the design studios to the production lines, every cog in the machine worked towards one goal, maintaining Nike's position at the top. But with great power came great responsibility. But businesses were also about taking risks, about backing winners, about recognizing potential. The world of sports was unpredictable, and the next big star could come from anywhere. Nike had built its empire by betting on the right athletes at the right time. But what happened when the stakes were even higher? Was Nike playing it safe? In a world where innovation and bold moves often led to success, was the company holding back? The sports industry was evolving, and so were the athletes. The question was Nike evolving with them? Were they afraid to fully invest in Caitlin Clark? A rising star with undeniable talent, Caitlin represented the future of basketball. But with every investment came a risk. Was Nike hesitant to put all their chips on the table for her? Did they doubt her staying power? In a sport where careers could be fleeting, did Nike question her longevity? Or was there something more to their hesitation? Perhaps they were waiting for the right moment. Or maybe they had other plans in mind. Or were they sending a message? A message that went beyond one athlete. A message that spoke to their broader strategy and vision for the future. Nike's decisions often set the tone for the entire industry, and this was no different. A message that went beyond one athlete. It was about the brand's identity, its values, and its commitment to excellence. Nike had always been about more than just shoes and apparel. It was about inspiring athletes to push their limits and achieve greatness. A message about who they valued and who they didn't. In the end, it wasn't just about the money, it was about the legacy. The athletes they chose to support and the stories they chose to tell would shape the future of sports for generations to come. Nike's voice was powerful, and the world was listening. Section 9. A crossroads for Nike, what this means for the future. The Caitlin Clark situation was a defining moment for Nike. It forced them to confront uncomfortable truths about their priorities, about their values, about their commitment to equality. The world was watching. How would Nike respond? Would they course correct? Would they acknowledge their missteps, or would they double down? The decision they made would have far-reaching consequences, not just for Caitlin Clark, but for the future of sports and for Nike's legacy.